Hey, it's Adam. I'm here in Laurel Hill State Park in Somerset County, Pennsylvania. I'm here for the weekend with my family. You can see our tent is already set up there in the corner. We're going to be hiking, swimming, going to some overlooks, enjoying some historical structures in the park, and just having a good time. The weather's going to be nice, so let's go have some fun. The campground here has a lot of sites, very spacious. Even some of the sites look like they've recently been redone. There are not a lot of people here now, so it's pretty quiet, but I expect that the sites will fill up by tonight. So we came down here near the entrance to stop at the visitor center. I was surprised at how many displays for the CCC they had in there. Also, this beautiful monument right across the street from the visitor center to honor all of the workers in the CCC. If you don't know what the CCC is, it stands for the Civilian Conservation Corps, and most state parks in Pennsylvania owe their structures and their history to the CCC. These guys were hired in the early 30s to come out here and work in the park. They built a lot of the dams, some of the old cabins, and other cabin-like structures in the park were built by these guys. Very important in sort of steadying up and sort of rejuvenating the ecosystem and the environment in Pennsylvania state parks. We love a state park with a beach. The kids were eager to get in the water, so here we are. There's a dam at the end of this lake that you can actually walk out across on. We're gonna hopefully get to see that later, but the lake looks beautiful, so let's take a dip. So we finished up at the beach. We also got to head out onto the dam. They also had a little boat rental there with canoes, kayaks, paddle boats, paddle boards, all sorts of stuff. We went back to camp to have dinner, and then we got a little restless, so we decided to come out for a little hike this evening. We're on the Pumphouse Trail now. We're gonna go see a dam that was built by the CCC here at the end, and then we'll head up another run back to our car. This is Jones Mill Run Dam, built by the CCC. Look at that view. Well, we are taking the tram road trail back to the car, and we're gonna go to an overlook now, one with 360-degree views. Wow, that's got to be one of the best overlooks I've ever seen in Pennsylvania. I can see all the way back to Laurel Hill State Park, even where the campsites are, the visitor center, and the beach. I could even see all the way to Seven Springs Ski Resort. This is incredible. We had a fantastic day today. The beach, hiking, the overlook. We are tired. Back to camp for s'mores, and then see you tomorrow. So you could see the Laurel Hill Campground from the overlook, and here we're back at the campground, and I look back up, and there's the overlook. Good morning. It's our second day here at camp. We slept great. We're already out on the top of Laurel Lake here, getting some fishing in. We already caught one fish, so we're going to do a little bit more here, see if we can catch something bigger. We were right down on the other side of that bridge fishing. We only caught one fish. That's all right. We had a fun time. This is Laurel Hill Creek right here. We're going to hike up along this creek to a Hemlock Area up there and then loop back around. had a great time out here on the Hemlock Trail. There was an old CCC shelter that was modeled after what they would have looked like back in the 30s. There was also a giant hemlock area with huge trees, probably some of them over 200 years old. Quite majestic back there. We had a really good time here. I think we're gonna head back for lunch now. So it's after dinner and we decided to head down here for an evening beach swim. The kids just couldn't stay away from the lake. Between lunch and dinner, we decided to make a trip to Kooser State Park, which is very close nearby, only like 5 or 6 miles. And it's a lot smaller of a park than Laurel Hill here. It's about 1/16 the size, so 250 acres at Kooser with a 4-acre lake, where Laurel Hill's got almost 4,000 acres with a 63-acre lake. So quite a size difference there. The lake was full of fish. There hasn't been swimming there for about a dozen years. They had to close it because of algal blooms, but there were a lot of fish, different varieties, spotted bass, some bluegill, stuff like that. I fished for a while and nothing seemed to be biting. We did a little hiking around the area and then headed back. We're gonna finish swimming up here, head back to camp, and do s'mores, a little reading, relax before we wake up and head home tomorrow. Well, all good things must come to an end. We are done with our camping weekend here at Laurel Hill State Park. We're at the park office before we head out. What we did this weekend, we went to the beach, we walked on the dam, we took a couple hiking trails, the Hemlock Trail and the Pumphouse Trail, down to see the Jones Mill Run Dam. There's so much stuff to do here, really to explore. We didn't get to all of it. We'll definitely have to come back. We want to thank the CCC for all the work they did here in the park. They had a big hand in a lot of the structures that you saw this weekend. Definitely make a trip to the Laurel Highlands. There's lots of state parks out here, not just Laurel Hill. There's Kooser, which we visited. There's also Laurel Ridge and Ohio Pile, Lynn Run, a lot of others that you can visit here in the mountains. I'm Adam Stillwagon. I'm still going far. Please subscribe.